It's time for the motherfucking reviews, nigga.
I can't take it.
Yeah. We gonna run through these reviews kind of quick, man, because we didn't, these are, I don't know how to say this. Well, let's get into some reviews.
We discussed it a little bit already. So.
Yeah, we did. We have some things to say about some of these. All right.
Yeah.
The first, your boy
goes to.
His real name is probably Patrick.
Hi there.
Your
SpongeBob.
Your boy.
Can't even do it.
Your favorite Project Pat dropped a new mixtape.
Project Peta. That's my boy.
This is your boy. This is one of the reasons I was like, hey, we should probably check this one out because I know, and I know a lot of people are like, why y'all reviewing this? Because this ain't really, like he's kind of fell off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know people have some thoughts about this, about Project Pat, us reviewing Project Pat. But listen, man, he comes from our era. To be honest with you, he there's a lot of the styles that's out there right now could kind of be attributed to him in a way. You know what I'm saying?
And also. Go check his resume out. How many albums he's put out? He's a veteran to where he's came out with some hard shit. Like a lot of those albums are dope as fuck.
Right. If you like J. Cole and you like the part where he says, "Don't save us, you don't want to be saved" on J. Cole's song, that actually came from Project Pat. Yeah. So just want you to know, Project Pat isn't just somebody you just gloss over. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely had an impact on the game.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not a huge impact, but he has had some impact on the game, man. What'd you think about this new mixtape / album, mini album?
M.O.B. Started off strong. I was like, yes.
Right.
Project Pat. And he, like, it was about halfway. Like, half the album, the first half, just, to me, felt more, like, on point.
Right.
Then you get to the second half, and it's like a decline. It's actually, we were talking about, it's funny because we both came across it. There's 2 tracks that are, like, back to back that I thought it was still the same track because it sounds so similar.
Right.
And I was like, that has to be the same track. And it was like, no, it's a different track, but it's back to back and it sounds just like the other one almost.
Right.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? And it definitely is not his best work. Like,
of course not.
I mean, he has some classic albums, in my eyes at least.
Right.
Like, not everyone would agree probably because they're like Project Pat. I'm like, yeah, Project Pat.
No, Project Pat has some classic shit.
He has some classic shit.
He's a real nigga.
But for real. But I definitely was just I was disappointed as a big fan. I was disappointed at the second half.
Yeah. The mixtape.
Yeah, the second half of the mixtape. I don't know if it was just like, oh, this is just a mixtape. But
I think it was that. I think that Project Pat. I think he's always working because I'm gonna be real with you.
He's more about albums, I think.
Well, I've heard most of his mixtapes since he's got out of prison.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I've heard most of his mixtapes at least one way through. A lot of it is because my homeboy that passed away years ago, that was like one of his favorite rappers. So every time I check out Project Pat just because, it reminds me of my homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I've heard better music from Project Pat on some of his recent mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Go look up the song Burglar Bars from Project Pat.
That shit go hard.
I like that
I know that shit.
Burglar Bars. Yes, serving through my burglar bar. All right. So, I mean, all in all, man, and you're right. The first half it started off kind of strong.
Yeah.
Second half, it just kind of went to.
We don't know where it went to.
Yeah, I think it's because maybe he's working on some,
better,
and he's just kind of some throwaway songs.
Something that was worked for an album but didn't make it to the album.
Interesting side note. As of right now, "Slob on My Knob" by Juicy J is trending in Apple Music, and he came out and tweeted this on Twitter and said that he made that song in the 11th grade, and he's still getting bags off that song. For some odd reason, the song just started trending. "Slob on My Knob" just became like a. It just resurfaced and came back up.
A classic song.
He said he made that song when he was in 11th grade. These motherfuckers gotta be like 40 years old.
It's funny, like I knew about that song before a lot of people because I was a 3 6 Mafia head from the get go when they were brand new, right. You know, and barely coming out to I guess the world or you know the U.S. at least wherever you know putting out albums and shit. And I'd get everything, I'd get all their albums, you know, and that shit when it came out, I was like, this shit go hard as fuck. And not everybody was into 3 6 Mafia at that point, or even knew about them, you know. And I spread a lot of it, like showing people like, who the fuck are these people? Right. Like 3 6 Mafia out of Memphis. And I'm showing them, and then that song was always catchy to a lot of people.
That was like one of the first songs that I've ever heard from.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah,
now I think about it. So what do you rate this album on a scale, or excuse me, this mixtape on a scale of 1 to 10? Project Pat. Yeah. 1 to 10.
1 to 10. I had to give him an 8.
8. That's actually pretty generous for somebody that was disappointed.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. It was like between 7.5 and 8, but I went with 8 just because that's my boy.
That's your boy. You give your boy 8.
Yeah. But yeah, in all honesty, like yeah, if I'm gonna give it a straight up rating, just to not give my boy some points, right. I'm actually gonna have to go with a 7. 7? Yeah. 7, like not even the 7.5 and this 8. No, it'd have to be a 7 because it was disappointing, like, and it just like to start off strong, and you know it could have been an 8 or 8.5, but it just went downhill, and it just kind of almost got repetitive. Right. Like at one point, like those 2 tracks, I was just like, dude, like that you didn't have to put those together. You could have put that one a little earlier, or you could have threw that one out. You know? Right. But yeah, I'll give him that 7.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it like 6.5. Maybe even kind of slightly a 6. Yeah. I don't think that he, you know, I think there was some songs right here where he put a couple, but I think that he was holding back probably some hotter tracks that's out there, and I think that he's probably gonna drop something a little bit later. But I think this is kind of some throwaways. It feels like it. Put something out there, keep his name kind of going.
Because I expect more from Project Pat. Right. Like I honestly have never felt that way when I'm listening to a Project Pat album. Every Project Pat album I've heard, I've never like felt like all of a sudden the album didn't do good. Like it was good and then it was strong and then it got weak. Right. You know, and not weak all the like 100%. Like it was like, oh, that shit was garbage. Not garbage, but it just was not on the level of the first half. Right. And it just like those were like the throwaways probably that he was just like, put on the mixtape.
Yeah, let's just throw this out real quick, just to keep the name out there.
I can't wait to hear the album because I know his albums have always gone hard.
I don't know if he's gonna drop one, man.
He should.
You know,
all about mixtapes now.
Yeah, you know, I mean you kind of keep your name out there, you kind of stay buzzing. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you don't have to worry about I mean, you can go out here and do a couple shows here and there. You know, just do a couple.
Just a little bit of your new shit and then a lot of your old shit probably.
Right, of course. Your hits.